Boy, my poor channel is getting slapped around like crazy. I swear to goodness. I know everyone remembers this movie. It was the John Wick of its time. Remember the plot of this movie and what he was and what he did. See, he was charged with traveling the world and exterminating folks that were not politically aligned with the United States of America. Some things people will do to stay in power. He worked for the government, right? Kind of this just offset branch of a 3-letter organization. Doesn't take much to recruit young men like this one right here above me in his commercials with the Black Rock. This one over here. Next up, Matt Damon. That's the look of someone that's been trained. This fella over here on the far end, he was primed for the picking. At every protest he could get himself to. These boys, these young men, they're smart. Charlie was smart too. You know, coming out of high school, Charlie wrote this letter that was selected by the Bear Report. I guess that's where they read it on TV or whatnot. If you think Charlie gained access to all of these high schools and colleges without having backing originally, you got a screw loose. You don't want to see the truth. And I'm not talking to those that don't want to see the truth. But you truth seekers out there, nothing's what it seems. Charlie outserved his purpose. Charlie thought he was bigger and more powerful than what he was. See, they used Charlie. Don Jr. brought Charlie to Trump. You're going to love this guy. And Charlie started getting backing from everywhere. But Charlie was already running with Vance, people like J.D. Vance. He was already running with people like Vivek Ramaswamy. He was already running with these guys, already knew these guys before he ever met Donald Trump. Charlie was already had push. He was already being used. He was already on the end of those puppet strings. Because see, a true disciple of Jesus Christ doesn't care who you vote for. They could care less, a true disciple. A true disciple knows that allegiance to either party is like an apostle getting on his hands and knees and proclaiming his loyalty to Rome. Just doesn't happen that way. That's how you know whether your pastors are wolves or not. A true man of God doesn't care what country his feet are standing in. That's facts. These boys right here, look at them. Look right there. That poor boy right there, he didn't have no good mentor. Most of them don't, right? Because the government has made sure that our family union has been destroyed. So he goes and he's hanging out with the wrong people. He's probably a really smart kid. But just like old Matt Damon in this movie here, what are you willing to do for your country and God? You could save everyone if this guy is taken. You will go down in history as a hero. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take much to take someone that has nothing and no one and let them know they're going to be something great. Over there, you know, that kid is in the top 1% of the smartest people in this country. He scored that high on his ACTs. And what is an ACT test? Oh, that's where the school board and the government, that's where they categorize you, right? Top 1%, boy, you know a three-letter agency was on that right away and said, pluck him right out. Yeah. Do a little manipulating here, a little, oh, let's go to this party, let's go do this, let's go do that. Those three-letter agencies have been doing this for a really long time, and they're really good at it. Really good at it. They've been doing it ever since they brought them Germans over here after the war. That's why none of them old German SS soldiers were tried after the war. No one that mattered. We carried their rocket scientists over here to do a little propaganda with Disney. We let the rest of them change their names, become different people. That's right. They tell us everything on the television, and we watch their programming. So, you know why they bleed out the truth? That way, when you're kneeling on your face in front of God, you have no excuse. You can't say, I didn't know. They tricked me. No, you're not going to be allowed to say that. And every word that comes off of that thing, you'll be judged for it. There's going to be an angel standing right next to you, reading it out to God in front of everyone on earth. That's why it's a great and dreadful day. That's why he's going to have to wipe away all our tears, because it's going to be heartbreaking, the things we're going to see and hear. There's only one way. And that one way is Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and a life.